It's mid-November. Just need to get out in the woods, go for an adventure. I'm like up on a ridge off a river. Get some nice sandy soils, looking for some tracks. Just going for a hike, see what I can find. Kind of a rainy afternoon, real peaceful in the woods. So I just popped out to the river here. This is the river I'm walking up. Water's really low and it's been blown out, so it's really sandy. So there's lots of soft, just excellent track making location. It's kind of got that Patterson Gimlin film feel too. I'm gonna go down into this and go up it. We'll see how she goes. So I actually found a track here. This is my boot I did to compare. You can see the treads, how well defined of an edge I have. And this is a heel. Perfectly round, perfectly smooth. It's just the heel and then went out, so there's not a front of the foot. So I can't tell if it's a foot or someone's boot and it's been washed out. But it's a very round, like when you go there, it's not a defined ridge like would be on a boot. It's rounded right out. Compared to mine, goes straight down, straight out, and has the tracks across it. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna scour this area and see if I can find any more to go with this. All right, just up from that heel print, I found this one. And you can see there's actual toes. I can feel with my hand where it goes in. But it's just the very front. It's on a hill, so it's just like the ball of a foot and some toes going in. And today just got interesting. I got this one just up. And at first I was like, oh man, it's toes, but I think it's a moose. And then it stepped in itself. Or elk. And then I came up here. And there's some old deer tracks here. Because it rained real hard last night, so any older tracks are pounded down. But this beach has been quite entertaining. Go over here and see if there's any. There's something there. Either coyote or wolf, probably, maybe some deer. There's some deer tracks there. So it's a pretty interesting beach. Lots of tracks, nothing fresh. I've been going underneath these sand hills the whole way. So now it's kind of tightening up and I'm gonna have to make a decision. I think I gotta cut up and get up on that ridge top and into the forest. This is probably getting too tight. It looks like cliffs up there. I'm gonna get stuck in here. So I'm up to those cliffs now. I just wanted to see them. Pretty crazy, all these trees have fallen down across them. I think up through here, there's a little creek draw. This will be my path out of here. So before I leave up out of this draw, I'm just thinking about that beach, that first heel track I saw, just the heel print. I scoured that beach up and down, zigzagged it the whole way. I did not see one other track that even slightly resembled a human track or boot or anything. So that was definitely really interesting. Now I'm gonna follow this little game trail here up. See what happens if I go left and take Ridge and up, or up through the creek. There's a logging road up through there I'm gonna hit and loop back to my truck. Get up in some deer ground, look for some bucks. Here's that canyon I just walked up out of. The video probably doesn't do it justice, but that was a pretty straight uphill. I'm up on the ridge now, just cutting back. I should hit that road up here soon. So I hit a game trail. I'm cutting up the ridge now. I found a pretty good wolf track here. You can see toe, the claws, the pad. That's hard to show from here. There's another one right there. All right, it's the day of tracks, and now I found a bear track. There's the pad, toes, claw marks. It's a pretty good one, but it's a bit old. Probably a small black bear. It's not very big. All right, so I finally hit this road. So I did it on purpose. I did a big loop out to here, and then I can take this, goes way out around, back to my truck. It's a good spot because super sandy. Really good spot to find tracks. Just watching the edges and then watching the bank or anywhere stuff's going up and down. All right, there's a pretty good viewpoint there of the valley I was down in. I just poked back out to the ridge here to have a look. It's coming up over the road here. I got a big bull moose track here. There's the pad and the points out back. And then coming down the road here is tons of deer, and it's just littered with wolf tracks, which is interesting. Not good for deer hunting, but I haven't seen a wolf in a long time, so it's nice to see this many tracks out. I just cut off the road down through this old cut block here. Had something off beside me here snorting at me. Been standing here for like 10 minutes. Haven't heard it since. I'm gonna move it around. See if I can get to that opening and see back at it. So I just did a big massive cut through the woods there. Saw a few game trails, it was interesting. I just popped back out to my truck. I'm gonna go out to the original river I was in and just go downhill instead of up to just go check and see for tracks in the sand down there. So spent some time here walking around this beach. There's lots of old tracks. It's very rocky, kind of hard to walk. It's been raining really hard, so anything old is pounded out. You can't tell what it is. All right, there's my tour. Did a big loop down here, came back to the river. I'm cutting back up, almost back up to the truck. Lots of tracks today. And had a good adventure, really good hike, saw some cool areas. Didn't find any deer, but that's how she goes. Take some dirt roads on the way home. So I just saw this white, came over the side of the river to see what it was. Takes a special kind of a-hole to do this. Somebody backed up through this nice clearing right to the river's edge, dropped their hot water tank. You know, can't bother driving it to the dump that would take it for free. I know because I've taken them there. Then one crazy thing, they got a Bigfoot reel and I helped them commit tax fraud sticker. Yeah, I'm not a fan of people who dump garbage. Just take it to the dump, it's free. You're basically just a prick, whoever did that.